And a lot of the hires I get from this is they're ready to go. When they come to us, they're productive. Now, they've got a long way to learn, and there's a lot to learn in our business, and there's a lot of growth for them, but if they're willing to work, they're ready to go. One of the reasons I gravitated to this major, and I came to it late, was that I went to a couple classes with a friend and started finding that a lot of the teachers had been in industry. And what I liked about that was they could tell real life stories. And I just so connected with that as a far beyond the book. It was about what really happens when you build buildings. But one of the professors I really enjoyed was Don Ellis. And Don came from kind of a large project background, and he just told some great frontline type stories that always related to the projects we were working on. And this is why you're doing this project, and this is what you're going to learn. And he'd give us examples of that. It connected the dots for me. A lot of the projects that I worked on, especially my junior and senior year, were real life projects, and I enjoyed that. I'd actually go to the site, do time studies, go to the site, work on scheduling, work with companies that, with their estimating departments. So I had the confidence because I knew the nomenclature. I love the study abroad. I love the 1 week and 2 week, the Maymester. So what I enjoy about listening to the curriculum that I heard again today, and a lot of the hires I get from this, is they're ready to go. When they come to us, they're productive. Now, they've got a long way to learn, and there's a lot to learn in our business, and there's a lot of growth for them. But if they're willing to work, they're ready to go. So they're ready-made. I think the balance is key, and the class I spoke to today was they just want to know about what I did. Actually, they wanted to know a little bit about what I did. They really wanted to know how they get ahead and how they get in there and get moving. And I started with communication, orally, writtenly, good listener. All those types of skills. Being a good HR type person, meaning you have to have an interest in what the others are doing. You have to be able to read a client and understand what's important to them. It's more than just bricks and mortar. It's what this building's going to be. Construction companies are in the way of what a building's going to be someday. We think it's the end all, but we're really in the way. So our job is to truly understand how it's going to be used when they get done. And I told them, I said, you've got to have your ears and eyes open. Look around. Understand what the challenges are to you as the client that you're working for. What's their hot buttons? What makes them tick? And then you've got to align your project with that. You're getting a degree in problem solving, and that means a lot of things. That means you're going to be an HR person, you're going to be a legal person, you're going to be a communicator, you have to have written and oral skills, as I said before, and then you have to have a good engineering background and be able to collaborate. I think the global awareness is a huge deal. Look, they live in a world that's connected. When I started at Shiel Sexton, we were $13 million. We could ride a bike to all of our projects. If you're too far out of Marion County, we probably didn't do work for you and didn't know you. We're now in Brazil. We've worked in London, we've worked in Ireland, we have Chinese clients, and you have to be able to think globally when you're talking to clients these days, because a lot of the companies you want to work for are international types of companies. You have to be able to take a walk in their shoes when you're working at Lilly, when you're working at FedEx, and understand what those things are. Again, they're not going to know everything about it, they're not going to be able to speak every language, but understanding that this is a global world, and we're getting products from all over the world now. It's not as inherently local when it comes to supplies. We get things from China, we get things from Pakistan, we get things from India. So you have to be aware of how this whole world connects together, and I think Purdue gives them a great opportunity for that, because all the other disciplines are equally involved in a global marketplace. We look to Purdue first. We've had a very robust internship program, so we do that. And they start at the very basics, and we like to hang on to them, keep them for a long time. And if I could hang on to them for another month or two, we're not that far away, or even put them on a site here nearby, it would be fantastic. I think we have to connect early and often, but there's a lot of opportunity at our company, and there's a lot of opportunity to get involved throughout your career. And I tell you what, it's a better resume when you come to me and say, I've already done this, and I've worked here, and I've worked there. We need a student that's well-rounded in that way. Purdue Polytechnic graduates are uniquely ready to work for Shiel Sexton because of the way you've set up your curriculum, because of the emphasis on internships, because of the emphasis on Maymesters and getting involved outside of the school itself. And the collaboration that you're starting to teach, the reaching out to the other programs and pulling them in so they're more well-rounded. So they certainly are more well-rounded. It's our first go-to in all the schools we look to. Hi, I'm Mike Dilts. I'm the President and CEO of Shiel Sexton Company. I'm a 1981 grad, and I'm a techie.